North of the border in Toronto, the setting for the Jams.
I'm just saying, I make this in 2 days. It is evident I do better when I feel like the world against me and think I should never win. Had to stop and pocket profit every time the pussy win. He had to get it out the mud and rise up out.
Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is and checking out Utah's opening lineup. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. Collier out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Kessler in at the center position. And for Toronto, Barnes and Poeltl make up the inside pair. Ingram is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Barrett at the 3. Greg, we know that both these teams have had a difficult stretch recently and are hoping to turn things around in this one.
Yeah, it's a new opportunity. And Kevin, I expect each side to be hungry and motivated to get this win. And if not, the struggles will continue.
Barrett, no good. Here's Collier, quickly covering.
Hey, yo, right here.
Sexton finds Kessler. And Utah turns it over again. Here's Toronto now. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who had a chance to catch up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. David.
Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so we have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor. So much more.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
On deep, Collins. And Kessler throws it down.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
After bursting onto the scene as a rookie, Coach Van Gundy, expectations certainly increased for Walker Kessler.
Yeah, and Kevin, I think he's handled those expectations well. He knows who he is. He's first and foremost a defensive rim protector and a rebounder. He's a rim runner on offense. He's a pick and roll guy. and he knows that he's got to continue to grow in the other areas.
And it's Barrett penetrating. Basket good.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. And just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with him.
Outside Collins. Markkanen looking it over. Pass to Kessler. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Collins. The three-pointer, no good. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Great Colin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Stolen by Kessler. Sexton, the pass to Collins. Back to Sexton. Barrett brings the double team. Down low, Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position. Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Here's Collier, quickly covering, puts it up from 15, and stolen by Barnes. And it's Barrett penetrating, and Barrett slams it in.
Putting that speed to great use. Once Barrett gets a step on the D, good night.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Pirtle. That one goes. Count it. Pirtle's got 6.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
Here's Collier. Off target at the rim. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Raptors. They're and this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Brandon Ingram's out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Ingram's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
And the shot goes in.
Can't be that easy for him. Gotta body him up down low.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
Here's Sexton. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barnes kicks to Ingram. Lob pass to Barrett. Poeltl finds quickly. Outside, Barrett. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's now 6 points for R.J. Barrett.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Inside, here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a three, but go with the easy hoop.
Ball's knocked loose. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And there's a whistle. That goes on Scotty Barnes.
That's his first personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. Raptors leading by 5. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Six on the shot clock. He takes it in. Misses in close. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Collier. And it's off from three-point range. Ingram passes to Barrett. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Nice shot by Poeltl.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
For Utah, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Collins passes to Kessler. Sexton against Ingram. Kicks it out to Markkanen. A second chance effort. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
One more time. A round of applause for the participants.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You gotta like what Jakob Poeltl has done in this game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And so in the game for the Jazz, wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's Collier in at the point guard position. Jazz trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Jakob Poeltl. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And for the Jazz, the last few seasons, Coach, have been a period of rebuilding.
Yeah, it has, Kevin. You know they acquired a lot of draft capital when they traded Gobert and Mitchell. And they've since drafted a lot of young talent and still have plenty of picks to work on.
And using the quickness to his advantage there. Sexton getting some momentum behind him so he can put that one down.
Barnes dishes to Ingram. And it's sent back by Kessler. Pass to Pirtle. Over Collier. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, staying active off ball. Ingram inserts himself into the play when he's needed.
Kessler in the post. Pirtle's there. Markkanen kicks to Sexton. Collins a screen on Ingram. Sexton attacking. Shoots over Ingram. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Sexton. The Raptors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Ingram. And it falls over the rim and in. Ingram's got 8 points.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Jazz trail by 5. Kicks it out to Collins. Sexton for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. He's got 9.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Quickly looking it over. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Quickly's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And it's Barrett penetrating. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes of gone. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice pump fake there. Barrett isn't all effort and athleticism. He pays attention to his craft.
And so Barrett nails both of them. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Collier. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
At the line for the Jazz, Collier.
First free throw is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Raptors leading by 5. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Markkanen against Ingram. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. Lets a floater go. The third quarter comes to a close. Raptors lead by 5. We'll be back shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Ingram. And it's Barrett in the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Collier. Three-pointer. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 6th rebound on the night. The shot's good from Quickly. Quickly's got the lead up to 9 now for Toronto.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little bit.
The Raptors shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Barrett, a chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Barrett, no good. Jazz trail by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness. Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Utah's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Collins, good.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
With the floater, and Ingram finishes inside. And the Raptors lead by 8.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
The open look here for Sexton. Oh, good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. Looked good from here.
Ingram passes to Barrett. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. And it's a 10-point Raptor lead.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Incredible night for Barrett. He scores in a multitude of
and he brings the effort on every possession.
Sexton's shot is good. Raptors leading by 10. Here's Barnes. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Barnes has got 4 this quarter.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Back to Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. Out to Barrett. There's the 3. Utah with the rebound. Now Sexton. 3-pointer. And it's Ingram with the rebound. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Ingram missing.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Here's Pirtle. A shot that time, not on target. And so it's the Raptors winning this one. Some good competition.